Hey guys, Legend here, and today we're looking at how to use the Ravager. The Ravager was just recently buffed by 343 for Season 2, and now kills much faster than its previous version. In my opinion, this thing is actually pretty good now, and hopefully it gets more appreciation and use in the future because of it. Anyway, let's get into how to use it. The Ravager has two different firing modes. Its primary mode is a 3-round burst shot, and can kill enemies in 2 direct burst hits. Because this weapon is a splash damage weapon, it has a radius of damage with every shot. However, the radius doesn't do as much damage as a direct hit, so it will take about 5 or more shots with just radius hits to get a kill. And now for its secondary firing mode, which requires you to charge it up by holding down the fire button or trigger until the meter is completely full on the sides of its reticle. Once it's released, its round will explode after bouncing and will cause a huge splash radius of fire that covers whatever surface it hits for 6 full seconds. This radius of fire does progressive damage over time and won't actually fully kill an enemy from full health. If a full health enemy gets caught in the radius of fire for the full 6 seconds it lasts, it will only take their base health all the way down to about 1/3. Even with the direct hit of the round, the enemy's base health will only get to about 1/6. So a kill with secondary fire either requires the enemy to have less than full health or to get killed afterwards. Now let's get into the pros and cons. For the pros, the Ravager's primary fire does well when facing against huddled groups of enemies because of its splash damage, and requires no need to aim for the head because its splash damage equally distributes with direct hits. Its secondary fire is extremely good in cleaning out enemies from cover, rooms, or even zones because of its large radius. Another pro is that it can one burst one tap for a pretty quick melee kill, even if it's not quite as fast as the Hydra or Heatwave when doing this, because at least 2 of the rounds from the Ravager's burst need to be a direct hit for a melee kill to be quick. And now for one that is a pro but almost a con, is that its secondary fire bounces before it explodes. So it's good for getting the round into rooms and around corners, but not necessarily the best because it won't always end up where you want it to go unless you shoot it directly at the ground. Now let's get into the cons. The radius on the primary fire is pretty small, and it doesn't do as much damage as a direct hit. So missing your shots even by inches is detrimental to getting a kill even though it does splash damage. Both of the fire modes do have slight drop off, which isn't too bad, but it will drop over longer distances. And also, as I've said before, its secondary fire won't kill someone from full health even with a direct hit. So you'll have to finish them off if they aren't already damaged. Now let's get into the situational uses. The Ravager's primary fire works best in mid-range and against any huddled groups, so group clearing comes easy with primary fire in any mid-range situation. Its secondary fire can clear out rooms with an even wider radius and even does better in a longer range, so utilizing it to clear out rooms, zones, or objectives from a mid to longer distance can be extremely helpful in objective situations. The secondary fire can also help clear out anyone taking cover or anyone trying to camp around a corner. Overall, the Ravager is really good at clearing out enemies and is definitely much better at this than it was in Season 1. And that wraps up how to use the Ravager effectively. Check out my second channel, Legend Clips, to see my funny moments and epic plays like this battle rifle overkill. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like the video and click the subscribe button with the bell icon right next to it to keep up with my content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.